A Southwest Airlines pilot was suspended after he inadvertently broadcast a rant about his flight attendants over an air controller channel. Listen.
11 out of 12. There's 12 flight attendants, individual, never the same flight attendant twice. 11 over-the-top homosexuals and a granny. 11. I mean, think of the odds of that. I thought I was in Chicago, which was Partyland. After that, it was just a continuous stream of gays and grannies and grandes.
Okay, I miss the good old days when the Southwest pilots were just drunk and missed the destinations. Here to talk about this and other interesting news of the day are Alec Mappa, comedian and actor, Raven Symone, actress, singer, and star of State of Georgia on ABC Family, and Dan Savage, gay activist and editor of The Stranger. L'étranger, we like to call it. L'étranger. Okay, now Southwest Airlines has condemned this.
Don't they have enough problems? Isn't Southwest Airlines the one where the seam was ripping on the plane on
They have
Sacramento?
a sunroof.
Yeah.
It's the only airline that has sunroofs on their
planes. This could happen at
planes.
a worst possible time. And first of all, this pilot has no reason to trash his own staff. That's the majority of the staff.
And the problem with this is they haven't released the name of the pilot, so all the flight attendants are looking at all the pilots wondering, is this the douchebag who said that? And that can't be conducive to a happy
workplace.
workplace.
Ooh, girl, were you trashing me on that last flight because I'm touching your food?
But Raven, shouldn't the flight attendants know the name of the pilot? These people are working with him?
I don't even think they care that much. The way they go through the airport so fast with their little bags and like run you over through the security, I don't think they care at all.
They don't
He's missing his meds.
I actually know some Southwest flight attendants, and they've been sending me emails about this. And they're really angry, and they want the guy's name released. They know who hates him, and they want the guy fired for trashing.
But is it shocking that
you know who's not shocked by this story? Straight guys. I temped for years and years and years. And the thing about when you look like me, when you're a little brown person, you're invisible. I mean, people would have the most homophobic, sexist, ageist conversations right in front of me. And
did they think you were Yoko Ono?
I think so. I did a little B-side of Kiss Kiss, you know. You broke up the Beatles. And where's my coffee? So they would have these conversations, and there's a certain way that straight men speak to each other about other people.
How does it go?
Well, it's exclusively about sexual currency.
I thought it was
It's about sexual with everybody. I mean, gay guys do it too. It's always about who's hot and who has something to offer you and everything. And so I don't believe that this conversation is shocking among them. Among the people who are having this conversation, but with that many homosexuals working for the airline industry, I mean, that's how I get free booze on the plane all the time.
He sounds like he's angry. He just sounds like he tried to make a pass and somebody totally said no to him, so he went off and did all things.
No, he wants to get some action. He wants some action.
And he's not getting it from the gays or the grannies.
No. He thinks it's Mad Men / Coffee, Tea, or Me era of airline travel,
but don't you think, Dan, that if anybody was listening in on any of our conversations, we could get caught with something weird and something a little off. Not like this exactly.
Well, especially if you're talking to Dan.
I mean, come on, are we all so squeaky clean when we talk to our intimates? Come on.
No, we're not. But weren't you one of the folks who was for Anthony Weiner resigning?
Who I was one of the first people to call for his resignation. So what about it?
So are you saying the pilot deserves a pass because everybody talks like this privately? Anthony Weiner was speaking privately.
I don't say he deserves a pass. I'm just saying, we all do it. That's all. I'm just saying that we all get caught. We might get caught.
He got caught.
Well, okay, so maybe we should give him a pass after they take him out and publicly flog him?
Rude.
Well, they have suspended him. Do you think he should be fired?
Yes.
I think they should have a vote among the flight attendants about whether to fire the guy. Because if this is uncharacteristic, or if he was just engaged in some trash talk that he thought was private, his colleagues who worked with him in the front of the plane crew, they'll be able to speak up in his defense if they can think this was out of character. But if the guy's a complete and total douchebag, he should go.
But he's been working for the airline for over 10 years.
Right.
He's got a clean record. It's really speech we're talking about.
Right.
Should someone be fired for speech?
I think he should work as a flight attendant for a month.
Okay.
But in a full-on drag with a pillbox hat.
People get fired for speech in the workplace all the time. If you create an unsafe work environment or a hostile work environment for women, or for sexual minorities, or for sexual majorities, it's illegal to create an unsafe workspace for straight people in the workplace
too.
But
the unsafe workspace was him and the co-pilot. I mean, it's a very small space. I don't know. I don't know if he should be fired. I don't know if I would fire him. He didn't injure anybody. He was just saying stupid things. Stupid things.
Stupid things.
He was saying
There was some type of pain. There was some type of anger behind his voice when he was saying it. It wasn't like a joke when I heard it.
Yeah.
Like you can play around with your friends, but there's like some type of anger.
You think it was a cry for help?
I think that, you know, the turbulence knocked something off, so he was pissed.
It was the altitude.
Nutty
things happen.
Yeah, I do think that everybody should know who he is, though, so that they can deal with him. Okay, now here's another topic. This weekend is the annual Gay Pride Parade here in New York City, and our own little Dan Savage is the Grand Marshal. So, Dan, are you inviting the Southwest pilot?
Yeah, if I can ride in his cockpit, he can ride in mine.
Da 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 da. I'll be here all weekend, folks. That's Dan Savage.
Okay, let's talk about the Gay Pride Parade, but I think they're going to show some footage of some of it. Right. We're seeing it in the background. Yes. Okay. There they are. Okay. Straight but not narrow-minded. Okay, that looks fairly benign what they're showing right now.
Where's the footage of the drag queen and the leather queen that they always trot out? Because when they have this argument year after year after year.
Gay bloggers, no, there's some sex radicals.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Your money shot right there.
There's the money shot.
Gays are bad. They're different from you and I.
Straight people don't dress like that except at Mardi Gras and in Las Vegas and on Halloween and March 14th. I mean, the argument is like, oh, this makes gay people look bad and we shouldn't express ourselves like this in public. And it sometimes somehow harms the gay rights movement. 40 years, every year we've had this, 40 years. And the gay and lesbian movement for civil rights has advanced farther and faster than any other civil rights movement in our history, not despite the Pride Parade, in part because of the Pride Parade.
How do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, you see those guys on floats and you're glad that the gay people who live next door to you and your kids don't parade out of their house every morning like that, right?
Oh, you mean
so
in
you
Nebraska?
Learn to appreciate
in the Midwest or someplace they're saying, oh, they're in New York. They're in New York.
They're in New York, but I mean, that's the perfect example is like no New Yorkers are reacting to the Gay Pride Parade at all.
No, but New York is different.
I know, it's such an, but that kind of sets a precedent for everybody else. I mean, originally there were 2 Gay Pride Parades. It was this in San Francisco, and that was it. And now there's a Pride celebration in Dallas, in Philadelphia,
that's great,
in Atlanta.
I mean, people say it gives them,
the Pride Parade's a celebration of sexuality and sexual difference. And when straight people say we don't have a Pride Parade, I always say, oh yes, you do. It's called Mardi Gras. And if you want to see straight people behaving in public just like gay people behave at the Pride Parade, go to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. That is a straight Pride Parade.
I'll make the point though that you might be giving ammunition to the enemy. People who don't want gays to get married, they don't want gays to have civil rights. So they look at this and they say, you see how crazy they are.
We want equal rights. We don't want rights to a double standard. We have to behave ourselves in public in all times in a way that straight people don't. Straight people don't have to behave at all times, so they're going to be stripped of their rights.
I agree with you. 50s, like you're trying to, you know, it's like ridiculous. What year are we in? Why are we still worried about this? This is the type of culture that's been there since the Roman times and past.
I know that, but you have you have a lot of narrow-minded people in the country, and the argument against the parade is you're giving ammunition to them to say, look at this. And the answer to the Mardi Gras thing is the people who are in the Mardi Gras parade or the St. Patrick's Day parade who might be getting drunk or what have you, they're not fighting for their rights right now.
The girls who are on Girls Gone Wild are. Like, that's where they're found. And I think it's just rude that we keep going after a certain people just because you don't feel a certain way because of
But would it help if you had some button-down suits walking?
You do, but
like,
you do, Joy. They just
like all the gays on Wall Street marching the parade.
They do every year. They just don't show them. The people the media goes to the parade and takes some pictures of are the flamboyant people. And of course, they're good video and they're fun.
Right.
And
that's the fun of it.
And the folks who use it as ammunition against us, if we didn't hand them like, ooh, a scary drag queen, and America's not afraid of drag queens anymore. America loves drag queens. If we didn't hand them that ammunition, they just make crap up.
Yeah.
They lie and lie and
lie. And I think this argument is becoming less and less frightening each year. Because it's annual. It's annual. Every June, this argument comes up. Is the Gay Pride Parade bad? And I think more and more gay people are becoming less and less scary to people because it's kind of like, well, whatever.
To me, it's the most fun event of this season.
I think it's amazing. And I think it's also kind of rude that people, if you're not gay and you go, you're automatically lumped in there with your sexuality preference. And I think that's unfair.
Oh, you mean if you march, they'll think you're a lesbian?
Well, Well, you know,
not in those shoes they won't. You should see those shoes.
But I'm just saying, you can have friends within that culture, and it's sad that people just automatically go to a certain way, and it shouldn't matter at all.
Okay. If you marched in the parade, that would cement your status as an icon forever and ever.
Don't play with me. Don't
forever
invite.
and ever.
Don't
oh my
invite.
God!
All right,
She'd be the new Liza. Of the
if we
Disney
don't
set.
watch it, we'll be watching you on television, Dan. Dan's the Grand Marshal.
With my husband, Terry Miller, co-founder of the It Gets Better Project.
Very good. And who's your husband?
My husband is Jamie Aber, and he's a producer.
Oh, you married him?
Yeah, I married well.
And you can see Raven Symone in ABC Family's new comedy, State of Georgia, premiering Wednesday night at 8:30. We'll be right back.
But the night is young.
Coming up next on The Joy Behar Show, actor John Leguizamo drops by to talk about his hilarious one-man show, Ghetto Clown.
John Leguizamo has starred in many films, including Carlito's Way and To Woo Fu. What's his called? Wong Fu.
Thanks for nothing, Julie Newmar.